Hi, welcome to Investors Insights. Ty Miller here with Five Plan Partners on the Portfolio Strategies team. And I'm here to talk today about one of our terms that we use in the industry, and that's correlation. Correlation measures the degree to which securities might relate to each other or how they move. I kind of want to take a deep dive into that and what that kind of means. It's a big key for us here when measuring diversification in a portfolio. And it's frequently used throughout the industry. It kind of produces this term called a correlation coefficient. Might be another, kind of term that you hear. Essentially, it's just a statistical measure of how closely two securities or two investments would move with each other. So a correlation, it ranges from +1 to -1. So if it went from +1, that would be like two huge, oil companies that you would expect to move in the same direction based off of oil prices. That these two would probably move up. If one moved up 5%, you would expect the other to move up, that same 5% in lockstep with each other in the same direction. A correlation coefficient of -1 means that two investments are perfectly inverse of each other. So if an investment was up 5%, then you would expect the one on this side to be down 5%. Same thing, up 10% on this side, down 10% on this side. You would expect them to completely cancel each other out. That would be a perfect -1 correlation coefficient. Now, 0 would mean they would have no relationship at all. So if this investment moved up 5%, it would have no tie to what this one did. This one could be up 5%, it could be up 2%, it could be down 10%. You wouldn't know. And so when it comes to diversification, it's important to have some investments in your portfolio that would relate to closer to a 0 correlation or a -1 to offset each other. If everything, moves in the same direction, that's great when things are good and when things are going up. However, if you got a pullback in that particular investment that you were in, everything would be hurt the same and you would really suffer. So it's important to gather some investments and measure them to make sure that they, are either, close to 0 or a little bit negative, or at least if they're on the positive side, not too close to that +1 number where they'd be perfectly in line with each other. And so there's this big, long formula to kind of figure things out. But, the purpose of today was just to get you familiar with the term correlation and the term correlation coefficient, when we might use it, how it relates to diversification, and how the industry would use that term. So I hope that helped. And if you have any questions, please give us a call, reach out to us on our social media, follow us, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Thanks.